I am going to do another viewer requested some time ago chicken and dumplings, and I'm going to make it my way, which is to add a little bit of peas and carrots because I like peas and carrots, and plus in an emergency situation we'll want to have some of that vegetables in that anyway. So for dinner tomorrow I'm having chicken and dumplings for dinner, and whatever's left over we're going to put in the freeze dryer. So this is going to be a two-stage process. First thing I'm going to do is put about a tablespoon of garlic, minced garlic, in there in my crock pot. And this is about don't have my glasses, oh here they are, 4.5 pounds of chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast. We're going to use all that. We're just going to put those, layer those in the crock pot. And they fit perfectly on the bottom. And then we are going to put some chicken stock on there. Now I got 2 of these, and we'll just see how much of that we're going to use. I just want to cover the chicken for now. This is a 32 ounce. I'm just going to go ahead and put the whole 32 ounces in there. Alright. Put a little bit of pepper. No, I'm not going to put no salt because this has probably got plenty of salt in it. The chicken broth. And that's it for now. What I'm going to do is put this on low, and we're going to cook this probably about 4 to 6 hours, just until the chicken's totally cooked and I can pull it out of there and shred it. Then we'll add the rest of our ingredients at that time. So I'll see you in 4 to 6 hours. Okay, it's been going 6 hours. Should be about ready. Okay, so I got a pound bag, or 12 ounce bag of peas and carrots that I'm going to put in there, in that broth. These are frozen. And I got 2 cans of cream of chicken, Campbell's, and 1 can of cream of celery. We're going to put that in there as well. Alright. Now I'm going to shred up this chicken, and as I'm shredding it I'm going to throw that back in there. I'm kind of doing a little bit bigger chunks. Now I don't know how many. I bought 3 bags of these Ramey's home style flat dumplings. I know you can make your own, and I strongly encourage you to make your own, but I'm lazy and these were on sale. And I thought that these would be just perfect. So I'm going to put, I think I'll put 2 bags in there. Give those a good stir. Get them all coated. And we're going to cover that and let that cook for 2 more hours on low. I'll see you in 2 hours. Just separating these dumplings, they kind of stuck together. We don't want that. Alright, so I think I learned a lesson from these dumplings that I used. If I'm not going to make my own, it's on the package. It gives you instructions of how to cook these separately from your stuff, and it just says basically bring 2 to 3 quarts of salted water to boil. Place the package of dumplings in that and boil them for 30 minutes until they're tender as you like them, and then drain the water. And I think that might be a better way than me putting them in the crock pot. What I think happened here is, number one, I didn't stir it because I didn't want to disintegrate my dumplings. I put a lot of dumplings in there, which I do want a lot of dumplings, but also I made it thick. I like it thick anyway, but for freeze drying I didn't see the necessity of putting in as much water, because when we reconstitute we can always make it a little bit runnier, more soupy when I reconstitute it, but no sense in putting all that water or liquid in there when I'm going to freeze dry most of that off. Does that make sense? So the lesson learned from this, I think, is do my noodles well, actually it's kind of like a noodle. They do make noodles as well, the same brand. Do my dumplings separately, and then maybe mix it at the end, or even freeze dry them separately, and you could reconstitute them separately. That way you could, when you reconstituted them, you could reconstitute them in hot water. Just soak them in hot water. You know, overdo the hot water and drain off what water's left over. That might be a better way to bring these dumplings back to life anyway. We'll see when we get to that stage how they reconstitute. Because they definitely stuck together in my crock pot, which is not desirable. Let's just say less than desirable. Okay, there you have it. I ended up with 3.5 trays, almost 4 trays. If I watered that down a little bit, I could have got 4 trays out of that, and probably my dumplings would have done better as well. But it is what it is. We're not going to waste that. We're going to freeze dry it and see how it reconstitutes. So Next time you see this, it'll be coming out of the freeze dryer. I'll see you then. Okay, there we have it. 3.5 trays of chicken and dumplings. I think what I'm going to do is put half of these trays in a bag. That should make 2 nice servings per bag. So let me get this packaged and we'll get to rehydrating some and do a taste test. See you in a minute. And there you have it. I have 2, 4, 6, 7 2-serving meals of chicken and dumplings. I'm going to get those put away and then we'll do a reconstitution on one of these. See you in a minute. Okay, let's get this tasting. I'm hungry. Now what I have here is 2 cups of water. I'll put about a cup in there. Kind of get that moist because I don't want to. I want it runnier than what we made it. That was the whole purpose of not adding as much water, just to help with the freeze drying. But I don't want to make it too runny. 2 cups of water might be about right. Looks like. That's about what it looks like. What do you think? Should I add a little bit more water to that? I think I will. That's 2.5 cups water. That's 3 cups water. We are going to call it 3 cups of water to half a tray. Alright, so we're going to go medium high, start, and just heat that up until it's nice and boiling, piping hot. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, I've let that simmer for about a couple minutes. Everything looks to be rehydrated. Let's dish it up. Make sure I get a dumpling or 2 in there. Ow, ow, ow. That was hot. Okay. Let me get a close-up of that and then we'll give her a taste test. Okay, I'm going in. See how that tastes. Hot. Chicken rehydrated very nicely. So has the peas and carrots. Let's try a dumpling. The dumpling, that was a thicker one. Let me try a thinner one. That one I just had was still requiring more rehydration. It was a bit chewy. Let's see if one of these single dumplings is better. Yeah, much better texture. So I think to avoid them clumping up like they did in my thicker crock pot mixture, I think if you guys cook those separately like the bag says in salted water, cook your chicken and every mixture all together for 2 hours after you've shredded your chicken, just for the vegetables and that. And just before you tray it up, maybe mix in your pre-cooked dumplings, and I think you can't go wrong there. Any kind of bready type material is really, really hard to get right, reconstituted. Everything else about this is absolutely gorgeous. Just these dumplings, they're still a bit chewy. And I suppose if I let that sit for a while, then reheated it, we'd have better success maybe. But pretty much the dumplings that are not doubled up, they seem to have rehydrated fairly well. In an emergency situation, this is going to be just a nice treat. Packed with protein, a little bit of vegetables in there. The soupy mixture is really nice. But the dumplings, I could only give them, if I was going to rate them out of 10, an 8 out of 10. Maybe I'll try some of the biscuit, you know, the pop and fresh biscuits that you cut up in quarters. So you come in those little tins that you pop open and cut in quarters and cook them in there. I might try that on another video later on down the road. So just because of the dumplings, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. But in an emergency situation, you'll be very happy to have this. Full of flavor. There's another dumpling. Let me try that one. Yeah. With time, they are getting softer. But there you have it. Another partial success. Chicken and dumplings. But I tell you what, if I was on a mountaintop looking over a beautiful landscape with a campfire going, and I dug into a pouch with this in it, I'd be very happy to have this. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.